Welcome. I'm glad you're here today. Today we're starting a brand new series called Peace versus Pressure. And I believe it's going to help you make some real changes, some better decisions. So right now I am sitting outside. It's quiet. It's peaceful. The sun's out. Perfect breeze, perfect temperature. Everything around me just is perfect and peaceful. But just because it feels peaceful out here doesn't mean I'm talking about the right kind of peace. Now there's another kind of peace that has nothing to do with weather or how your day's going, and honestly it's the only kind that will hold you steady when life starts pushing. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. So who's really making the call in your life? Peace or pressure? So let me ask you something. When you make decisions, who's making the call? Because one of those two is driving everything you do. And if you don't stop and ask, you end up calling pressure God and walk right into something He never told you to do. So that's why we're starting this whole series with one verse that's going to come up again and again. It's not just a good verse, it's how God leads His people. And it's found in Colossians chapter 3, verse 15. And it says, "Let the peace of God rule in your heart." Now I want to break that down so simple you'll never forget it. Every word in that verse matters. So let's start with the first word, let. Now, let means peace isn't going to force its way in. God's not going to knock you out of the way and take over. The Holy Spirit doesn't shove you, He leads you. But here's the catch, you have to choose to follow. Letting peace lead is something you do on purpose. So to be led is a choice. You can override it. You can override peace. You can rush ahead and get in the way of God's plan. And God won't stop you, but He'll also won't bless you what He didn't tell you to do. God will never sign His name to something that you forced or you thought was right. And to back that up, Romans 8:14 says, "For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God." So being led by God is letting God lead. That means part of growing up spiritually is learning to stop and let peace lead. So the next part of the verse says, "Let the peace." Now this isn't fake peace. This isn't a quiet moment where everything feels calm like right now. This is real peace. The kind that comes from deep inside, not from everything going right. This kind of peace shows up when your spirit knows we're good. This is right. So we need to stay with it. So you can have this kind of peace even when everything around you looks uncertain, because it doesn't come from emotions. It comes from obedience. Then it says, "Let the peace of God," not the world's version of peace, not your mind telling you to chill out. This is God's peace. That means it comes from your born-again spirit, not your circumstances, not your reasoning, not your belief system. It comes from God's system. And when it's there, you know it. When it lifts, you know that too. Now, God leads through peace, not panic, not chaos. So then it says, "Let the peace of God rule." That word rule means take charge. Be the deciding voice. Peace isn't there to decorate your decisions. It's there to direct it. Peace is an umpire. It means to rule. Rule is the umpire. It makes the decisions here. Peace is supposed to call the shots. If peace says go, you go. If peace says wait, you wait. No matter how good it looks, no matter what people are saying, peace doesn't suggest, it rules. Only if you let it. And where it is supposed to rule, it's supposed to rule in your heart, not your head, not your nerves, not your feelings. It means to rule in your heart, your spirit. That's where God speaks. That's where peace lives. And if you don't feel right, deep down in your spirit, don't move, because that's where peace does the talking. Let me give you a real story here. My wife and I were looking at a truck to buy. It was a nice looking truck, and I really like trucks. I wanted it. It checked out, very good. We sat down with the salesman and I asked, what's the estimated payment on this thing? And he said, I can't tell you until I run your credit. Now, my credit's excellent. And I said, you can't tell me what estimated payment is on that. And he said, well, I have to run your credit. And I said, that's okay. I just felt Penny and I just felt really uneasy. Now, that credit wasn't the problem, but I've been around long enough to know once they run your credit, you start feeling stuck like, oh man, my credit has already been pulled. That's a point against me, whatever it is. And you feel like you just need to go through with the deal. That's pressure. All I wanted to know is the estimated payment. And he wouldn't tell me. It's that he couldn't tell me, but he wouldn't tell me. So, my thing wasn't about fear, wasn't about overthinking, but something inside Penny and I just didn't feel right. As Dad Hagen would say, it would almost feel like you were taking a bath with your socks on. Just doesn't feel right, and we knew it. So peace wasn't there. So we just got up and left. No questions asked, we just got up and left. Now, buying a car or a truck or a house isn't wrong, but if there's no peace in it, then it's wrong. We need to pray about everything the Bible tells us. So we got up, we left, and we never regretted it. The truck's still sitting there for sale, and it's been a couple months ago, and it's still sitting there. So we let peace rule in our heart, not pressure. So here's what I want you to do today. Before your next decision, big or small, stop and ask, is peace leading this, or is pressure pushing me? If peace is there, you'll know it. If peace is gone, don't talk yourself into it. God leads with peace, and if peace isn't there, He's not leading. So wait. Let's say this out loud together. I choose to let peace rule, not pressure. Not fear, not people. Peace leads and I follow. So that's how this starts. So in the next video, we're going to look at a man who ignored peace, gave in to pressure, and lost everything. His name was Saul, King Saul, and his mistake still speaks loud today. But for now, remember this, Colossians 3:15. Let the peace of God rule in your heart. That's how you stay in step with God every time. God bless.